Thoughts about Camp Thunders on a scrimmage review. When you watched it back, the scrimmage, what did you think about it?
You know, it was one of those scrimmages that you look at, you're never as good as you think, nor as bad. I thought we controlled the plays, I mean, big plays. We kept things in front of us. I thought we fit well. I thought our front seven was physical. And I was very pleased with that. You know, they were tired. There was a grind. I liked our focus. You know, the Kalen Ballage screen play on 3rd and 12 was very disappointing. You can't win like that. You know, we missed 4 tackles behind the line of scrimmage, and you just, you know, you get there. As I told them, I said, if we accept that, then we're not going to make the progress that I anticipate. You know, and they were. The thing about it, they were trying to be physical. You know, Christian actually missed it twice. He tried to knock him down. You're not going to knock Caleb down. I mean, you better wrap him up, and you better have a mob there. And so I was disappointed in that, but overall, I thought we took some steps.
So have the fundamentals of tackling that you guys are teaching, is that
every day
making a lot of progress, do you think?
I think so. I think we're doing better in open field. Now, one thing we're not doing that would probably, you know, you take guys like Kobe and Lucas, they're not big guys. They're going to cut some people, and we're not doing that right now.
Okay.
Just not worth it, even in live scrimmages.
Yeah. And so with some of the key younger guys that you need to step up, how is that working with guys getting?
I think that probably if you look, I'm going to start from inside. You know, right now we got a freshman, Shannon Foreman, that's playing lights out. I mean, playing as good as what we've had. Right now he's ahead of George. You know, and it's given us the ability to move Tayshawn and JoJo around a little bit. I've been pleased with Karan Crump. I mean, as I think I told one of you guys, you know, my goal for Karan is there's a word, and I told him this, to be complete. You know, run, pass, player. You know, if you don't believe this, I think you're foolish. You've got to earn the right to rush the passer. The way you earn it, you make the offense predictable and make them where they have to throw the ball. So, and then I think that before he hurt his elbow, that A.J. Latu, you know, we had a nice combination in there. I think George is still doing well. I think Brunell Wren is doing well. You know, we thought Diaz was doing well. He had a little knee sprain, and I think he'll be back. And then, of course, Jordan Hoyt, we expect him to get back. And Doug is getting better. You know, Doug didn't play football for a year and a half, and then he's starting to get in the groove.
Yeah. What about on the back seven? I mean, you don't have a lot of depth at linebacker, or some guys are kind of coming along now.
Yeah, you know, Kalen made a big play, but not play. Keelan, he didn't play great consistently.
Yeah.
You know, I think Dion is going to be a player. You know, Dion went from quarterback in high school, safety to receiver, and I think he's found the home. He's 6'3", 220, he's fast. He's getting better. Like today in our inside drill, he did some really good things.
Yeah, and the skill development, with you working with the DBs every day?
You know, I think that where we're at right now is you got to find your best 4 or 5, and then work within that deal. I think if you watched us in the spring, you could tell right now we're dramatically better. You know, the guys we brought in have helped us. Joey has helped us. I love Kobe Williams. He's an upgrade immensely. You know, he's smart, he's headsy, he's talented. You know, just one of those guys always on the ball. Adams, Chad, has had a really nice spring and fall. Our down safety, Daz missed a scrimmage, did not play. You know, we went in with Langston Fredericks, and he's going to be a player. Then he gets a slight concussion. He'll be back out there. So today we were a little bit in a quandary. We had Ball playing both spur and down safety, so we've got to get that squared away. You know, the guys, Cornet has got to get in the mix. We haven't got to see Big E. You know, he's had a back issue. And then King. We think King will be eventually one of our best safeties. Okay. And he'll probably miss the first game and ready for the second game. If you notice today, he's doing everything except contact.
So he'll play down or spur?
He can play either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's Christian Sam just these first 3 weeks? How's he progressed?
Christian Sams was on the verge of having probably the best scrimmage since I've been here. If he makes that, Keith Patterson, who's a heck of a coach, told me, and then he told the team because it was so good. He said he went from having the difference between great and good was he had, I think at the time, he had 5 tackles, a tackle for a loss, a sack, and then he had on the same play he had 2 missed tackles, a middle error, and it put him to average, to good, but I liked his intensity. And Christian's a kid I've known since he was 15. When I was at Baylor, and I told him, I said, I'm not going to cut any slack on you. I know what you're capable of, and Keith has done a wonderful job. Todd has done. We're keeping the hammer down. Now he is a kid that responds, and I thought he really had a good scrimmage.
What have you seen out of Shannon Foreman so far? He's taking some first team snaps.
He's physical. He doesn't get knocked off the ball. He plays. When you look at D-line people, he's 6'2", 300 pounds, and he plays with leverage. He was a running back. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever saw his high school tape. Watch it. They play every year. They played in the state championship. His coach, Marcus Randall, when I was a defensive coordinator at LSU, we knew we took a lot of kids from Southern Lab because it's just across town, and he told me, he said, Phil, his get off and his quickness, and just we use the term fast twitch. He's fast twitch.
See him playing a role in the defense this year as a starter or backup?
Absolutely.
You mentioned Abe Thompson the other day, and I was talking.
I'm sorry, I'm deaf in my left ear.
You mentioned Abe Thompson the other day, and
yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday. He said at first you were going to try to help him go to Liberty, and instead he ends up here.
I met Abe. I went to Western. I like those people there, and they brought him in, and this is a true story. It's how this business works. And I kept thinking about it because we were looking at junior college defensive linemen, and he told me he was so honest with his story at NAU. And nowadays you don't always get that. And I come back and I said, Keith, watch this tape with me. And Keith stopped the tape. He goes, can we get him here? And then I told the kid, I said, I'm gonna call him. I like you. I'm gonna try to help you. And I think he will be a contributor for us.
So instead of sending him to Liberty, you brought him here.
Yes. I had a friend, one of my friends, Grant Taft's grandson, is a linebacker coach at Liberty. I was also going to help him in Houston with Major Applewhite. And, but, I'm going to serve me first.
Two more for Coach.
I'm good.